Alright, welcome back to Battleship. On to the next mission, and you will see in a second the repetitiveness of the missions that we'll get.
So, Tio, at which point in the game do you think the refund started flowing in?
I don't know. I think we're ready for mission like 4 at least. Also, Dweebs, in case you need to know, our mission control is voiced by Erika Harlasher, aka Anne from Persona 5.
I know, I read that bit, and I wonder if this was one of her earlier roles.
Well, don't you see?
If I can even call it a role.
Well, okay, too. I'm assuming it's at the very least still better than her role in SCWRM.
Or
no.
She was voicing Harley there, right?
Harley, yeah.
Wait, oh my god, Harley
She
and
was someone else in that game as well.
Okay. Huh?
Harley, she was someone else in that game as well.
SCWRM, that's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
She was Harley.
Oh yeah, she also voiced Marissa in that game.
Anyway,
no,
like I was gonna say, no, this is not better than that. Like, she barely has anything to do in this game.
Also, she's just your mission control. It's better to tell the briefing at the beginning. But yeah, most of the mission will be this: clean a particular area from like a jammer or a facility that is there. Line, range, repeat. Also, reminder that again, the forces on Earth had so much struggle and could not manage to prevent in time the aliens from constructing their beacon relay, device. But here, no, it's this group of Marines destroying them left and right.
So what this game is trying to suggest is that the real heroes were on the islands all along.
Of course.
G.I. Joe.
But Joe, we had Gregory Gadsden. We already knew that in the movie.
Of course, Jova, because when you drink, nobody wins.
But let me tell you, since Dweebs mentioned it, no, this is not Erika's first role. Dweebs apparently.
I did say one of her first roles.
Not really. She started at the end of the 90s. Apparently, as a character called in the 1987 Sailor Moon series. Apparently, Pedro help me out.
That was the Viz redub. For some reason, IMDb counts redubs.
The Viz redub only came out in 2014, so it can't.
Yeah, because for some reason, IMDb counts redubs as though it aired during the original version, which is odd.
Whatever. The character in question was Sailor Star Maker, but in case, her first major role was starting voicing the character of Ami Kawashima for the Toradora product, so anime series.
Like you're not a fan of this Sailor Star, whoever.
The final season of Sailor Moon is regarded universally as a pretty bad.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the one?
Very good.
Wasn't that the one that established that even guys can be Sailor Scouts?
Yes, Jova. The problem, Jova, is that the way Naoko went about it is, let's just say it's problematic.
Okay, then.
Great.
I mean, I appreciate Naoko's attempt to have diverse representation and shit, especially for the time that she wrote this. It's just that, basically what she does, Joe, is that these men, when they turn into sailors, they gain boobs and everything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's very weird and just like, it's confused. Okay, I'm confused.
Wait, so is it like wow?
Yeah,
honestly,
I guess
Veggie,
it is kind of like she
Honestly, Veggie, I still have no idea what the hell Naoko was trying to say with this.
I think it's not even like for comedic effect like Rama and I have. So.
Well,
no, not really.
Let me put it like this: they essentially become boys and girls' bodies. So yeah, kind of like Shiwao.
Not to mention, like, one thing that it does do as well. After 4 seasons of absolutely no doubt about the series' primary OTP, they start to have this subplot of will Uzagi fall for this new guy or something? We know she won't because in the future where they're married. It's like, what are you trying to fool?
Okay. It was one of those obvious drama ploys that you know is not going to go there. But okay, I didn't mind the idea of the male Sailor Scouts here and there. In fact, I'm relatively fine with it. It's just like, well, unlike Shiwao, they're not very aware of the fact that these are guys essentially becoming girls. It's like, Just like, well, what was even the point then? And okay, maybe it would be a crap show if they did. Like, maybe people would think that it's taking a jab at the trans community. But if anything, maybe it could have been a win for the trans community if, you know, they had addressed it properly.
That's the thing, Jova. Okay, to be fair, I haven't read the manga, so maybe in the manga this crap was better done because the 90s anime is quite different than the manga. So to be fair, maybe Naoko is not to blame.
Enemy ship is down. Reagan Chesapeake, we are taking fire.
Anyway, as the game told you, when an enemy ships can also occupy the strategic point, at that point, they can also start sending their own type of, aerial support. In this case, against you. Most of the time, it's either a miniature version of those rolling balls, spiky balls. Sometimes it's actually the EMP thing that sinks into the ground and then, blasts. Or other times I'll tell you in a second, Blaze. Or sometimes it's a traditional salvo. The cards is, like I said in the previous part, it's the support thing that you get from killing enemies, and you assign them to the ships. They come in two forms, blue and yellow. Yellow means something more direct, while blue is support that ships can equip, as in a boost to their attack or defense, or similar stuff. While the yellow ones are usually relegated to take control of them, or repair them, or doing something else. But in the meantime, let me tell also this. See, you probably heard the fact that while you take control of a ship, you get this triumphant scoped theme, but I have no idea who the composer of the game is. It's not quite everywhere. But the good news is that I actually found the writer of this game, Patrick Haggerty, which has collaborated for Activision for a bunch of times. He wrote for such classics as the Legend of Spyro series. I think only the first two games, though, not the third one. The Spider-Man Chronicles video game, the Ratatouille and Aragon video game, the Ghostbusters 2009 video game, which, to be fair, that one had a decent plot. The Tangled video game. This one.
Was that good?
A lot of MLB The Show video game, and he was a writer for the Skylanders Academy TV series.
Huh. That's quite a mixed resume.
He's not taking writing to this day, but his last major credit was for the WWE 2K games, meaning that his last one that he did was WWE 2K20.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Talking about the writing, Jova, the way the game is programmed doesn't really affect that.
Okay. I know that, Tio, but all the same, though, so much as being involved with a game that bad is gonna take a hit to someone's reputation. And from what I've heard,
I know that, but I don't know what the usual quality of this guy is.
What I've heard about the story for that game is, well, at best, it did nothing to salvage the game. At worst, well, I've heard people range from saying it's okay to it's one of the worst stories they've seen of the WWE series.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes when it comes to wrestling fans, they have a tendency to hyperbole when it comes to grading story.
Okay, good. And also, just so you know, when I talk about story, I don't mean like the wrestling storylines. I mean like the actual story mode. And look at that! Another alien ship easily taken care of, Dwin.
How were our main characters up is such an issue.
Also, remember how in the movie we were like 3 versus 3 ships plus the big one at the end? Yeah. In this, you basically have an entire swarm coming after you.
So basically, congrats, this game manages to do something worse than the movie did. Take away all stakes whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, why couldn't Hopper just call in these guys? He'd have won the battle in like 5 minutes.
Heck, Stone wouldn't have had to die, apparently.
As for the Tangled video game, Joe, but don't worry. I already got it all figured out. As soon as the Tangled Season 3 becomes available on Disney Plus in other countries, we can have ourselves a Tangled... we're gonna go for the entire franchise. Generations of the movie, the video game, and the series. We're gonna go all in.
So, is the game good?
I've played the first 5 minutes. It looks like a very generic, very Barbie-like video game.
It's
But to be fair, I'm not
licensed.
Barbie-like. Okay. So is this like Barbie in like one of those Barbie spy video games, the My Horse Riding Barbie, or the Soccer Barbie, or the Doctor Barbie?
No,
In the-
not
Raisin
Barbie
Rider.
Raisin Ride.
in a sense that it looks very generic and very overly simplistic. Like,
Okay, question, Pedro.
yes.
Is it okay? If you mentioned Barbie games, is Tangled and is the whole game of Tangled just a terrible FMV thing where you only interact with a few things sometimes?
No.
Oh, thank God, it's not like Race and Ride then.
But anyway, yeah, I checked. It's so weird that Patrick Haggerty managed to write consistently for the first two Legend of Spyro games, but for the third one, they got 2 people for the screenplay, another 2 for the actual writing. Michael Graham, Thomas Boisser, and Chris A. Wilson. Weird. I guess Activision was like, no, we're just okay, no, to be fair, remind me, Dweebs.
Whoa, look at that, Tio. There was actually submarines on point.
Yeah,
Jeez,
we actually had a submarine on the USS Laredo.
Yes.
But remind me again, at the time of the Legend of Spyro series, was the Spyro IP already being purchased by Activision and will still be Vandy?
It was Vivendi up until the 3rd game.
Oh, that might explain something. When Activision was in, they booted Patrick and put it to other projects while they replaced him for the writing.
Activision didn't really buy them until like the very last months of development.
Okay, then so it might have been something else. It's still weird. This lack of consistency.
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the thing that happened during the buyout.
Tio,
I know. The voice actor differences. I know that. It's just that in terms of the crew, the development crew, it feels a bit odd. But whatever.
I think I do get what Tio means, because the third Legend of Spyro game feels weirdly different from its 2 predecessors. And
it was made by an entirely different developer.
And it was also taking advantage of the new consoles.
I will give it this, though.
Yeah.
It was legit one of the first times we ever get to fly freely with Spyro, so that was nice.
Yeah, and it was the game that, in terms of stuff with just Spyro as the main character, that'll be the last we get for 10 years.
Well, technically Spyro and Cinder, but yeah.
No, wasn't there like the DS game done around the same time? I forgot what it's called. Like Season of Ice, I think.
No. Season of Ice was like 2001.
It was something else. An actual DS game. I forgot what it's called.
Was there
It's
Spyro
basically
on the DS?
chronologically the last one in the timeline of the original timeline.
Yeah, it was that 2005.
All right.
Don't worry, I'll check the name.
Thank you.
But no, Jova,
Spyro Shadow Legacy.
Thank you.
Okay. But no, Jova, see, the weird thing with that anime, Jova, is that it tries to have positive LGBT representation with Uranus and Neptune, but then there's a joke about how the girls are getting afraid that Sailor Jupiter is starting to have feelings for a girl, even though they shouldn't really have a problem with this. It's confusing how sometimes the show seems like it doesn't like it, but other times it does. It's I don't understand. Like,
oh man, guys, this ship might be resisting a bit more than the others.
Oh no.
And it's gone.
Not much more, though.
That's the...
But again, the point is that the enemy ship has no chance to sink yours.
You want to know why I don't even really consider it steering? I'm sorry, playing as a ship? Because all you're literally doing is shooting. You don't even get to steer or anything. Like
you actually had to aim the cursor, though, to be fair, so very some degree.
Oh,
seriously,
yes.
I can imagine how much differently the script of the movie would have been if these guys are the main characters. The aliens landed in the sea, but our brave navy realized the danger immediately and blew them all out of the water in like 5 minutes. Yeah.
oh,
No,
so
Flips. This is what Liam Neeson's character was doing all the time while he was outside of the dome. He asked to his first mate something like, pass me the console. But sir, pass me the console, I said, and then he starts beep booping all over the place.
What, was he playing the video game?
While he was playing this,
Yeah. Seriously, Admiral, you've got more pressing matters to be concerned about here.
Okay, so let me talk.
Is that... Go ahead.
Let's go into a bit of a deeper issue as to why this thing sucks though. Like, okay, at the very least, maybe if they made it so that what you need to do is set up the environment so that things are to your advantage, that would at least make it feel like you're controlling stuff more, because this is the closest we're getting to a tactical element in it. Here's the problem. It's literally just about a select a ship, have a target alien ship, boom, 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 done. Like, it's like, it's not... If you want to call that tactical gameplay, then that's tactical gameplay in, like, its baby form.
So what are you going to say, Pedro?
So what you're saying is about that opening is that it would be just like the opening of After Earth. Everything was cool, and then suddenly the aliens attack. Not any specific name,
aliens.
just the aliens. They don't
With
have a name.
Well, these aliens don't have a name either.
But,
no.
oh, by the way, audience, in case you're wondering, yes, I do know about all the stat buffs and debuffs or anything. I'm talking about actually affecting the environment or something, because, congrats! You can get buffs so that you can end the one time you're actually controlling a battleship even quicker! Yay!
Yes.
And now it's an escort mission. You have to defend the generator for around 2 minutes. Hooray!
Yes, thank you very much, Lieutenant Takamaki. Can you please let us get on with
the aliens are approaching the generator. The generator is losing power.
No, we're not doing that.
This has to be one of the most uninspiring and least remarkable battles in the history of fiction. Like, you're holding your own against the aliens on land, and it's even worse on sea because you beat their heavily armed and advanced ships in like 10 seconds.
I know, right? Again, what the hell were the stakes in the movie then? Was everyone stupid? I mean, yes, they were stupid, but still, though.
Especially our protagonist.
Oh, come on,
yeah, it's like, I'm heavily out. The aliens have advanced technology and I have no weapons. Boo, go for it.
Alright, guys.
Go crash into it.
Guys,
Yes,
let's be real here.
Yes, Dad.
If this wasn't attached to Battleship and they listed this as a new IP, they probably would have marketed this as a Halo killer.
Probably.
And you know what? Hey, you want to know what? It still would have sucked. Well, okay, here's one thing I have to wonder.
Well, actually, hold on. Theo, what year did this come out again?
The same year of the movie, 2012.
2012. Well, but that's the thing, Deji. By this point, Halo had already killed itself with Halo 4. Well, or the very started it, you know.
Well, okay.
It's 7th gen.
Okay. To be fair, despite Halo 4 not being good, Halo was still technically on top of things. It only truly lost its crown with Halo 5. Oh god, Halo 5.
But, you know what's the kicker, Dad?
What?
The best thing about it is that, at least for American audiences, you will get, by buying the game, purchasing the game, a coupon that's not even like a sticker, it's literally a JPEG slapped onto the cover of the game that you can redeem by presenting it to a cinema to get a free viewing of a movie for yourself.
No wonder the movie flopped. They were giving away tickets.
For the record, I don't know for how many countries we did this promotion, because my copy does not have that, and my copy I think comes from either Germany or the UK.
Well, remember, Tio, like you mentioned, the movie was an absolute failure in America to the point where European audiences were the ones who contributed more money towards it. Mind you, this was a movie aimed at Americans, heck, U.S. Navy nuts, and yet it failed in America the most.
Look, as someone who normally kinda likes taking jabs at the American military, it wasn't even a good occasion to do so, I can assure you that.
Again, special mention goes to that USS Missouri nonsense.
And the portrayal of war veterans, like, seriously.
Even though those were actual war veterans.
Not to mention,
The
again,
only one who got it good was Mick.
and in general, again, that entire sequence, in the rehabilitation gym, that I actually kind of like it, but it should have been in a better movie. And mind you that the whole coupon thing and everything, on top of this kind of very mediocre game with bare bone content, sold for $60 at launch. Again, 60.
$60 for.
Imagine the grandpas who get this for their their nephews.
Wasn't there another movie that did that? Like you buy this thing. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Logan when they were selling Logan and newer copies back in 2019. And if you buy this DVD, you'll get a free viewing of X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Oh.
Well, at least you'll be getting a good. At least you'll be getting a good movie.
That deal was the reason why I held off from buying Logan at the time.
Wait.
So you were waiting for that very specific scenario.
No. Why? Like I saw it and I was like, yeah, let me not buy it right now.
Because you didn't want to contribute to any ticket sales of Dark Phoenix?
Not just that, probably, or maybe you didn't want it to have that horrible variant cover.
Because to go and watch.
So guys.
Because for a reminder, again, it wasn't a sticker that you could remove once the expiration was on. No, that shit was part of the cover and you had to deal with it. It's kind of just as intrusive as the PEGI equivalent for German copies, which is horrid to look at in case you don't know what that is.
Sir, we're losing ships. We're losing ships fast. They're being destroyed by old submarines.
Why don't we just try flying when they can't reach us?
That's the thing, sir. We can't really fly so much as hop.
But that's the thing. In the movie, didn't we establish that we can fly? Heck, we literally arrived to Earth by flying.
One of them is all over Hong Kong.
Also, in case you're wondering if the submarine might have any slightly different gameplay from the battleships, okay, they have less weapons to choose from. That's it.
But it's pretty much the same. They use torpedoes instead of actual missiles. But there you go. In the meantime, I got the physical case of my copy. Just to know, this is probably either the Italian or the Spanish version, because a common thing that a common thing that European copies love to do is to relegate, in case it's multi-5, potentially just the Spanish and Italian stuff on their own for distribution. It's more convenient that way. The Ace Attorney Original Trilogy did that all the time, for example. But I just love that on the back of the cover, the catchphrase used for describe the game in summary is completely different, because the Spanish version essentially translates to "the battle for the Earth starts on the sea," which makes sense. But the Italian one says, "the attack started from the sea. Deploy your vengeance onto the Earth."
Oh my god, so they're literally advertising the fact that you're not even gonna be on a battleship for most of this game.
Let me tell you, assume the command of a fleet of the American Navy and the troops on the ground to fight against an unknown alien force. This is your fleet, these are your forces, this is your war. This is fucking terrible, this description. Who was paid to write this?
I don't know, but okay.
Some of the Activision.
So let's consider the context of the story here. As far as we know, our character is just a random nobody in the military who suddenly is handed control of all the ships. Like, why couldn't our character have been like a commanding officer?
And mind you, Jova, not only is just a simple soldier, but it's what's the term? It's one specifically assigned to blowing up bombs, not even an actual assault enforcer.
And yet suddenly he's given control of battleships, which are a much different wheelhouse than ground operations. Like, I'm not even in the military, and I know this basic stuff.
And even then, too, still technically makes a bit more sense in terms of something that's written in the cover manual compared to what's written in the Sonic 1 manual story part, where it says, "Be Sonic, be atomic," whatever that means.
It's cool. Shut up.
No, basically, don't you remember? I even said this in our commentary. Like, basically, in the manual, when at the end of the story part of the manual, it literally says, like, it says basically like this too. It says, use the supersonic spin attack, save the animals, and become the superhero. Yes, everybody, Sonic is a superhero because you didn't know.
I mean, technically he is.
He kind of always has been in the context of a universe. Technically, I guess he's a Mobian with super abilities.
Actually, the planet is called Sonic's World.
And after that it says, be Sonic, be atomic. And like I said in that commentary, these American localizers were clearly thinking that we're way cooler than they actually were.
Oh, look at that, Jova. There are the speeding boys, just in a very smaller and slower format.
It's okay, we just shot it dead. You know, regardless of the destruction that those things cause in the movie.
Their gimmick is different. Instead of mowing through you, you know, and keep going until you defeat them, they literally just explode as soon as they come in contact against you.
Wow.
And as you've noticed, they, as soon as they show up, the frame rate goes to shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Jova, I just figured it out.
What?
Be atomic. Sonic can turn mini in CD, so Sonic is the atom.
Of course.
There you go. I figured it out. So, and he's a superhero. There you go. I figured it out. I figured it out, guys.
You cracked the code, Pedro.
I cracked the code.
Excellent.
Yeah, and your prize is you get to continue watching this game with us.
Yay.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, that bloom effect!
I can't see shit. It's blinding.
Pedro, funny that you mentioned Sonic because today a leak script for Forces came out.
Wait, what? I wasn't aware of this.
Hasn't that already been out?
Just like a couple hours ago.
Be sure to link it to me because I want to see that. Why not?
Will do.
Like, does it have particular differences from the different final product?
Yeah, like the battle. You know that's.
So do we now know what was going to happen in null space? We need to know what they had.
I don't know, but I know that the Guardian Rock thing, when the rookie is meant to distract Eggman, and by distract a giant crab, you are actually supposed to be chased by Eggman and his Death Egg robot, and Eggman was supposed to be there.
How come half the guns clipping?
Bad programming.
You have to
hey
wait
guys!
until the final. You have to wait till the final narration before the mission ends.
Hey guys, look, the USS Chesapeake from the movie. Remember that?
Actually, I don't think it was in the movie.
No. Actually, no. If I recall correctly, the USS Chesapeake was one of the ships used in the movie. I forget if it was piloted by Alex or his brother, though.
Well, regardless, it's still intact in this version, so I guess we're running with that. Anyway, tune in for the next part where we pretty much do the same thing. See ya.
I'm noticing a pattern here.